Today on the Topping Show, Vivek on Biden censoring Americans goes viral. Bud Light Bling tweet is roasted with Yangling being the top comment. Target goes viral for using fake Black Friday signs. The prices never really changed. In fact, 80% Arms gets a win for the Second Amendment. DeSantis War Room highlights Iowa governor endorsing DeSantis. Buy now, pay later help fuel Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Volkswagen to decrease staff count and admits they are, quote, no longer competitive as a brand. And Honda to recall 300,000 vehicles due to a seatbelt issue. However, the Civics are still safe. All of that and much more on The Topping Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of Topping Show is sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's a joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. We're also trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of December, so if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Buy Here, Pay Here, bolstering Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. Now, this is also part of the larger trend where I can help but also notice, anecdotally speaking, every time you buy darn near anything online, from a case for a guitar to random funny second thing, you always see the option for the Buy Here, Pay Here, the payment plans. It's gotten to the point where you actually do a payment plan for a pizza, which I believe is offered via Domino's or some of the major brands. You know, the finances of Americans and the economy might be in trouble when people are financing pizzas. Not pizza machinery, which costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. That does make sense to, have that piece of equipment depreciate over time. No, actual pizzas are being financed. Now, going to a specific article by Daniel Gianvosi on Fox Business, it noted that Cyber Monday sales reached $12.4 billion, and they're partially in favor bolstered by the Buy Here, Pay Here later. They also noted that Buy Here, Pay Here later has accounted for $9.3 billion in online spending through November. Now, this is according to the latest data from Adobe. They also noted that this is a 9.6% increase year over year and even outpaces Adobe's initial projection according to the earlier data. However, the spending is largely being driven by Buy Here, Pay Here later options as more and more Americans try to overcome the inflation that our government has so brilliantly created themselves, at least to the most part, their fault. Both sides, by the way. Now, they also noted that usage of such services hit an all-time high on Cyber Monday, accounting for $940 million. Americans are spending $940 million, or they spent $940 million in one day on crap they don't need, which I find personally astonishing considering, as you can tell from my wardrobe, I like to buy something and make it last for quite a while. And a wise man always said men should always suit up, and suit will never go out of style, obviously. I can't help but imagine spending $940 million on stuff you don't need. This isn't stuff like medical procedures or life-changing, knickknacks that are going to save your life, or maybe there's a small likelihood it'll empower your life or make your life more efficient. But that is astonishing. Anecdotally speaking, I did a little bit of shopping for small gifts for family for Christmas, and I bought some marketing materials for my IT company because there's some durable things that we'll purchase and then we'll actually use next year for some of the events that we host. But I can't imagine spending so much. And they also know that's a 42.5% increase year over year, while cart sizes also rose 11% annually. Now, I'm not too surprised about the actual cart sizes, aka the actual size of the per transaction, since, again, inflation is getting ridiculously out of hand, so the cost of darn near everything has increased per unit or per item. So I'm not too surprised the actual carts have also increased as well. And it looks like one of those popular ones, and again, I've seen this company everywhere. So they're A+ for marketing because every time there's an option to buy something, it seems like this company is always right next to that checkout, and it says their name. So it's Affirm Holdings, and their stock is bolstered up to $32.15 per share. Looks like it was helped bolstered by, lately it's went up 9.47%. Jeez Louise, what's their... that company's doing ridiculously good. So it'll be interesting to see Again, consumer debt is reaching all times high. Credit card debt is past $1 trillion for the first time in U.S. history. That was earlier this fiscal year. And again, people are, I mean, it's a double edged sword because it is a services economy. I mean, you do need consumers to spend money, but again, they're spending money that many of them, not all, that they don't have. And that's where this vicious cycle kind of continues to go and go. It'll be interesting to see. Hopefully, these purchases are too burdensome for the individuals. They can pay it off quickly. Although, given the ineptitudes in public schools, they perhaps probably are not aware of the interest rates or the actual amount they're paying for interest. Don't get me wrong, there's like 19 really good public schools in the United States, probably. But I can't help but notice the majority of them don't teach you the basic life skills or really many things that are valuable, which has led to a lot of cultural issues as well as fiscal issues of people not understanding many fiscal things, which is why I'm a big proponent of homeschooling and private schools. But that's just my 3 cents. Used to be 2 cents, but 40-year hyperinflation got me 3 cents. Though, still free to click the subscribe button below. Again, thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of December, so if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, if you could leave a comment, that's a great way to give me some feedback on how I could improve the channel or just improve my own speaking abilities or lack thereof. Any feedback is greatly appreciated because I do want to improve the quality of the show. Also, and lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.